Holy. Yeah, dude. That's insane. What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. For today's video I am back into one of my favorite places here in Vancouver Island with Mark Matthews. You probably know Mark, he's a freerider, a trail builder, and if you have followed his social media you probably have seen the big drops that's behind me. So far I've only seen the landing and it is pretty scary. I have yet to go on top and see if I can actually jump it or not. So in this video we're gonna get some riding and Mark is gonna hopefully help me to jump that. So let's get going.
What do you think about me?
I think I'm scared. The landing looks massive from the bottom, but when you stand on it, it's actually not as big as Mark said. So yes, the takeoff is quite far back, so that's gonna be a lot of airtime. Okay, so
Yeah.
holy.
Bigger in person, hey? Definitely, you get that feeling that you don't get in video on drops like this, with any drop, but I feel like
This is huge. Like in videos, obviously I knew that it was gonna be way bigger in person.
Yeah.
But like the length of that thing, it's not that much the height, it's the length.
yeah, it's not a huge distance down. Like, I don't know the vertical drop. What do you think that would be?
Like 15 feet.
Yeah, like not even 20 feet, but it's far out. You're
Yeah.
like gliding through the air into it.
So that means you have to go so fast. Like obviously you've done it, so I'm sure speed is not an issue. But that means that if you make a mistake and you go 10% too fast or too short,
Yeah,
it's like you miss the landing or you overshoot it by a lot. And,
that's why I made the landing so big. You can definitely get away with overshooting it. But casing is like,
yeah.
casing you wouldn't want to do that. Knuckle looks gnarly from up here, even though it's not when you're down there, but when you're this high up and far out, it looks.
There is no
scary.
way I'm gonna do that right now
Yeah,
without warming up. So
yeah.
I think we take the bike and we go and do some trail riding first, because
All right.
that's too intimidating.
Okay.
Okay, let's warm up. 559, seat before you send it. So I haven't seen anything. Gonna trust Mark style. That's a really fun trail so far. Bike is brand new as well, so hopefully everything is set up properly. Yeah, dude. Nice. Oh, that's so sick. Bike feels dialed. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's so sick. Phew. That's really fun.
Go ahead.
It's super easy to ride blind. I mean,
Yeah, really fun warm up.
yeah, obviously I'm following you, so makes it easier for me, but yeah, I feel really comfortable behind. Bikes are really cool. Really enjoy them. Ah, thank you. Sounds like Mark doesn't like skinnies, me neither. So I think we're gonna get along well. Dude, that was epic.
Yeah, good warm up, eh?
That was sick.
It's nice and mellow.
That was perfect.
And it's nicer to hit it slower like that because like all those drops are so small. And
Yeah,
short.
no, that was great.
You gotta like really scrub them if you go full pin.
Yeah, yeah, you can really miss the trail.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
It's like a nice little like flowy tight section here.
Okay. On to that next section. I actually never came here. We are 30 minutes south of Cumberland. Oh yeah. So cool.
Hey, come on in.
How are you?
Before we get back to riding, let me introduce you the sponsor of this video. As you've noticed, I'm out here in Cumberland and this is where the home quarter of Noble Wheels are. I started to work with Noble, which they provide me my carbon wheels, and they've got a different selection of a bunch of hubs you can choose from. Myself, I chose to work with Project 321, another Canadian company. Been super excited about the product. But before I tell you more about the wheels, let me introduce you to Tatiana. She's gonna be able to tell you everything about Noble Wheels.
Yeah, welcome. Thanks for visiting. So we're in our beautiful Canadian HQ in downtown Cumberland, BC, right on the downtown strip. And yeah, like you said, at Noble we make hand-built custom wheels for all kinds of riders. Our customer tends to be the off-road rider, so from mountain bikers, XC, trail, downhill free ride to gravel and kind of everything in between. And paired with Noble carbon rims, we have a curated selection of hubs and components. So we've hand selected about 6 or 8 different hub companies, all hit a different niche. So riders pick their hubs, pick their components, no matter what they want to go for, whether they want ultralight, a certain color.
High engagement.
Yeah, exactly. Hubs to sound a certain way, and then they're all hand built in-house by our team here. So this is where Wheels for All Canadian customers are built and shipped from, and we also really excitingly opened a new US-based warehouse and building facility in Bellingham, Washington. And with those two, we just make sure we can get all customers, no matter where they're located, their wheels the quickest possible, and they still have that hand-built touch. Yeah, so that's what goes on here.
Awesome. So myself, just in terms of wheels, I mostly run the TR37, the 38 as well as the 41. You can also choose different type of spokes. Obviously you can customize valve caps, and obviously the sticker, so you can get really the wheels you want. If you're interested on purchasing a pair of Noble wheels, check out the link down below, and I also have a discount code RemyNoble10. Let's get back to riding. Dude, this looks way gnarlier in person than it does in your videos. Like
That's long.
I know that video never does that justice, and
Yeah.
obviously I knew it was gonna be huge, but like I didn't expect to be that long of a jump. Like that's, how big is that?
50 feet almost tip to tip, just under, like I think like 46 or 7 feet to the top of the knuckle, which is where you don't want to land.
Okay. Okay, so Mark, I feel warm up, but just as scared. So
Yeah.
please give me the right tips
Okay.
to get some of that confidence.
Yeah, so we're gonna work through the run in here. Getting this is like, honestly, the run is more technical than the drop. Like once you've made it to the drop, you've done the hardest part.
Yeah, this does not worry me
And
whatsoever.
yeah, and
The
it's
drop
chill,
does.
and it's super chill, right? So we have like a pretty steep section with a step down in the middle of it. It's a grind to hike to the top of that hill. So what I will do is start on that landing, of that first step down.
Yeah.
Get enough speed just to clear this little thing. And then maybe a little brake check over that roller, kind of air it a bit. And then no brake, no pedal off the drop, just kind of like let off your brakes and let the trail speed guide you and give the drop just a mellow little pop. And that's my approach to the whole line. So
you explain it a way that looks way too easy, so
yeah,
I'm definitely gonna have you do it a couple of times and
Yeah.
like study your riding.
yeah, maybe
know that-
like take a run in and you could follow me as I go off it, and you'll see how I like approach to the run in for it.
Yeah,
That
are
might help.
you gonna do a running?
It's honestly easier for me just to go off the drop at this point now that I have the run in so figured out.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's easier for you to kind of like break
So-
it down.
I think the way I'm gonna walk this line is I've walked the landing of the drop, so
Yeah.
I know what my run out is like and what I
Okay.
have to like care for. And honestly, from the bottom, it sounds like you can get a lot of control on your brakes as long as you land on the landing. So
Yeah,
I feel like my process is to check the run out, which I did.
yeah,
I looked at the jump from the side to have a better idea of the height and the length, which
Yeah.
I've already done as well. We looked at the takeoff for a while and I watched the takeoff. So now I'm gonna need to do a few run-ins, kind of feel the speed. I'm gonna start by doing that little gap behind me, do the roll like you said, and I'm gonna need to do a bunch of run-ins. I
Yeah.
think what's gonna work best for me is to do that, do a run-in by myself, and then watch you hit the drop.
okay,
So I get some information before I watch you doing it.
yeah. Like roll
I'm
through.
gonna go on my own because
Okay.
I think I'll be able to see better.
Okay, sure.
If I follow you and you jump it,
Yeah,
I'll probably want to do that afterwards, but I
Yeah.
feel like I won't be able to see as well how fast you actually go.
okay, sure.
So I'm gonna do
Yeah.
that in a couple of
Okay,
steps.
I'll show you where I like to start then. It's like just right up here. What do you think?
I'm very scared. I don't know what I signed up for. Yeah, honestly, I'm scared. Anything that's like technical and slow and that's like braking control and bike handling, I'm not worried about it. I feel actually really good on that prop and spin drift, which is definitely, I think, the right bike for the job. I'm glad I took this because 180mm of travel is gonna come handy in case I overshoot a little bit. But yeah, getting the confidence to do such a big jump is, you know, I know I can jump it, but obviously if you go a little bit too short or a bit too long, it could be catastrophic. So that's what scares me. Okay, just a run in for me, and
Alright.
then I'll watch you hit it from the bottom.
Okay.
That's insane. Can't believe how big that is.
How does it feel rolling in there, Remy?
It feels insanely scary. Like, I mean, the double and the setup is really nice. You get so much speed on that. It's like, I mean, obviously, yeah, you get a lot of speed because the jump is absolutely massive. I've never seen in person, I think, a jump that big in a forest. This is like rampage style jumps, and yeah. I was so impressed that I don't think I managed to film properly, which is pretty hard to do on a GoPro. That was huge. After seeing how fast Mark went, and obviously seeing the length of the jump, which I couldn't see from the bottom, I need to go back down to study again my run out, because looking at it, it seemed like very straightforward, but I didn't factor that I was going to go this fast. So I'm gonna do a safe check of the run out again, just to be safe. Dude, that was crazy. Like the speed you had, like, that's just insane.
It's smooth though, like the trail set you up perfect for the drop. You just have to embrace it. Yeah, this gives a good scale. Then you have to take off.
Run in number 2.
How are you feeling?
I don't know, dude. It's just so big and so committed. Like,
It's intimidating, hey? Like,
it's very intimidating.
Yeah.
You know, I want to ride tomorrow. Oh my god.
yeah, how's the ladder feel? You got a solid base there?
Yeah, you know, we got some very good rigging over here. Great technique.
Hey Mark, are you worried about his safety?
No, he knows what he's doing. He's good.
Because I'm more worried about the safety of this than climbing on the ladder.
Yeah, I'm the other way around. I'm a little more worried about my safety. You guys seem to know what you're doing.
You look, I'll lend you my bike, my gear, and I go up the ladder and take the video.
Yeah, let's swap spots. No problem.
Did you brake at all on the last one?
The last one, so I braked into the roller. So I came over that roller a lot slower rather than jumping it. And then after the roller, I didn't like brake, but I also didn't like try to push through to carry speed. I just like stayed really like mild and chilled. And then last second I was like, oh, maybe this is a bit slow. So I gave it a pretty hard pop and I still landed like more than a bike length down the landing. So you can get away from it pretty slow and then kind of overcompensating with a pop if you need to. But it's yeah, I don't know. I feel like just hit that roller without airing it, kind of brake right before it, and then just let yourself cruise from there and don't overthink things. And I think you'll make it in that nice pocket really well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you bunny up a lot though, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to adjust my riding and also bunny up.
Yeah. I mean, like my riding style is like really light on the bike, popping around. I'm not good at staying like planted and like fast to the ground. That's not like my style as much. So on features like this, I tend to like lighten up and lift off things. And I do it pretty heavy on this drop, which makes me go out more.
Okay, running number 3. I'm gonna start from higher, just to get a bit more time on the bike before. Yeah, I am really scared. Running number 4. Well, it looks good. It's just like, it's so big, man. Let's have a feel.
Okay. All good?
Yeah.
Okay. Drop.
Running number 5.
Holy fuck, that was deep.
That was really impressive, huh? Yeah, I mean, we have the same speed basically.
Okay, drop.
Still went huge, huh? Running number 8.
Okay, ready for another?
Yeah, another running. Running number 9.
Okay, drop.
Okay, last running. You know what?
Yeah.
Not gonna do it. I just feel like my focus and my desire to do it is just not there. Like, I feel so good on the bike. Like, I've just been riding again for the past like couple of days.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you just freshly got back into riding after some time off.
yeah, and I feel so good. Like I feel like
Yeah.
I place the bike exactly where I want. I feel like, you know, I look at a little feature and, you know, everything happens exactly like how I planned it. But this, like going into it, I feel 100% confident I'm gonna land it perfect.
Yeah.
And yet, like my mental is just not there. Where
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, I shouldn't be doing that. Like I feel like I'm forcing it instead of like being like really excited to do it. There is that part of me that's like, it's just like don't do it. It's
Yeah.
not worth it, and I can't like remove that thought.
That was like the first time I went to hit this, even when it was a bit smaller. Like that was my first, I just finished building it, and like I was in the same mentality as you, and then I came back the next day with a friend who was like really stoked to ride it too, and we were both really excited, and we did it in like 5 minutes. So it's just like being in that right frame of mind.
Yeah.
It's such a high consequence feature that if you're on the right frame of mind, like the chances of it not going smooth are way higher.
You know, like what I've been thinking is like, I feel like really good on the bike, and when I was in Sedona, I felt really good.
Yeah.
And there was that feature I crashed on, and at the top I was like, I don't need to do that. Like, you know, I'm forcing it. I'm trying
Yeah.
to do it faster and better than I've already done it. I shouldn't be doing that. But I was like, you know what, I'm riding so good. It's not,
Yeah.
nothing's gonna happen. And when I saw that I was losing control and crashing, like the first thing that came to my mind is like, I build like a personal life and a professional life that I'm really proud of, and I'm gonna waste everything on that moment.
Mhm.
Fortunately, I turned out to be like okay, but something like this, the consequences are just like, all I can think of when I do a run-in is like, I know I'm gonna land perfect, but for whatever reason, if I just panic, which I've never done on a jump, I've never like panicked. You know, you see some people like last minute trying to stop, or you know, just doing something they haven't
Yeah.
planned to do. I know I'm not gonna do that, but if for whatever reason something happens, I'm just gonna waste everything. You know, like
Yeah.
this is not gonna be a small injury. This
No,
is something
this is
you
like,
don't
if
walk
you
out
go
of that.
too deep on that, or if you case that, you're going down hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm frustrated because obviously, like, you know, I want to always provide the best riding, but I'm just not into the right.
Yeah. You know what?
To
It's
the
gonna
right mind.
it's gonna be even better when you come back here, because the trail's not done yet. Like you come
Yeah.
back here in like a month even, we'll have everything down to the step up built. We'll have everything like fine tuned. So even the run out for the drop's gonna be smoother than it is now. Like everything's gonna be tweaked and more dialed in, and then you'll come back with a
Yeah,
fresh mindset and probably hit it right away, and then there'll be more fun stuff to ride after it.
Yeah, that's a good way to do
Right?
it. It's just like knowing that, you know, this
Yeah.
is gonna be there tomorrow, and you know, I can come back and have a look. But you know what? For now, it's just like, and I also want to set an example, like on my channel, with having the right attitude to do stuff. Like I've always like only done stuff when I'm like really feeling it, except a few times I crashed, and you know, like
Yeah.
Selena was a good example. Right now, like I'm just having too much fun on the bike.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste everything. But you know what? I'm gonna go from the top of the landing and try to do those couple of jumps that you
Sick.
built after, just
Okay.
so we get some riding. And I think
Yeah.
maybe we can get a B-roll of that steep section, because
That's a
That's-
sick section.
that's more my cup of tea.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
You
yeah.
don't have to like judge the speed,
Okay.
and I can just like let ride.
Yeah.
This is like, but yeah, props for building that
Yeah,
and
thanks.
hitting it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think people realize, like for me, coming here and doing the jump would be already impressive, but I would have seen you. Like I would have, you know, I don't have
Yeah.
to like question everything,
It was
right?
definitely scary, especially with the size it is now. It was really scary the first time hitting it where it is now, because it's so long.
I would never guinea pig something like this.
No? Yeah, it's a
No.
scary one for sure.
Like I
Yeah.
would be able to guinea pig stuff that's like my cup of tea, where it's gonna be like really steep and gnarly,
Yeah.
like stuff like Guranga that,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you've been to. And
Yeah.
this is like, it's more about precision. You don't really have the speed factor.
Yeah.
Or like stuff in the bike park, like back in the day when I was doing those gap in the Whistler bike park, most of the time I could roll the feature.
Yeah.
This I can't roll it. I just
Yeah.
have to like straight jump it. So like,
Yeah.
props to you for like coming here, putting the hours to build that,
Yeah.
and then being able to jump it like this. And
Yeah, well,
Really
thanks for
impressive.
coming out and taking like a really smart approach to this, because I think that's inspiring for people to see, like, you don't have to be like the guy who comes and hits everything every time you go somewhere gnarly.
no,
It's like, that's how we become better riders, is we are really careful about our progression, and like that's how you get to the higher level, is by really like calculating every little thing. And
when you are injured, you're not really progressing, right? So
no, exactly, that's the thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's get a look at the other features. And
All right.
yeah, I feel proud of myself
Yeah.
for not doing it instead of being like big French energy and just being like, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I'm getting smarter, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to crash to learn the hard way, but
Yeah.
okay. Okay, let's have fun. Okay, let's get some photos for Noble.
Okay. Well.
Nice.
Yeah, the run-in's like rowdier than the drop.
Yeah, like because it's so steep when I'm behind you
Yeah.
and you're sliding all over the place, like it's really hard to like be close. Like I have to let you go.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I just don't have time to see like everything coming.
Yeah. That's
And
actually
it's
so fun, though.
actually-
You're just like fishtailing down the hill.
It's actually like pretty committed. Like once you're in,
Yeah.
you have to go. So
Definitely.
oh, that's a fun one. I like
Yeah.
that section a lot.
Yeah, like it's a good. I know. I want to do like a whole line like that, just all the way down the middle of the gully. How sick would that be?
Yeah.
Just like slashing turns.
So following the big drop that I didn't do, there is a nice corner, a shark fin. You land right there where my bike is, that beautiful corner, and then I need to carry enough speed for that downhill takeoff. And most likely I'm gonna have to pop to reach the landing, and I want to make sure that I go left enough so I can open the next corner. Let's give it a try. Shark fin, berm, downhill takeoff. Nice. And then Mark is obviously keeping up the build with that. That's gonna be exciting to watch. Woo! Thanks a lot everyone for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it despite me not doing the jump. If you did, please leave me a comment below. Big shout out to Mark for showing me how it's done. Hopefully when you finish the line, I grow some confidence and come back, clean up the entire line. Big shout out as well to Noble for having me in Cumberland. Make sure to check out the link down below. Thanks for watching. See you next week.